And then I decided to add it here and here, and then I have this set up here in the front to keep this from circling, opening up, because I have this backed off just a little bit to make it a more focused beam. Doesn't look great, like I said, but it really makes it more comfortable in the hand. Keeps it from being cold in the winter, and keeps it from sliding. So make sure the mag light's up full. Here's the mag light is full. All right, turn off the headlamp again. All right, there's the mag light at full power. Just to shine it around. This is 172 lumens. These are good envelopes I have in here, rechargeables. So I think with rechargeables, maximum it puts at 165 lumens on the XL200. So again, you can see it hitting the houses, a bit of the neighborhood. Does a nice job. Not super bright. Again, wish it was brighter. But the main thing with this XL200 is the interface, which is fantastic. You know, the dimming features, the fact that you can dim it down, infinite dimming down to 14 lumens. You can see there 14 lumens, and then back up to full power. You know, and the same with your strobe. You can take the strobe and slow it down, way down to like 1 every second and a half or so. Very, very effective, and then back up, and then all the other modes it has. That's the main strength of the XL200. Plus, it's, you know, nice construction and everything. All right, so there's the XL200, and what I'm going to do is just walk back over here for a second. Since I usually use this angle to do a lot of my videos, kind of want to be consistent so everyone can help to compare the different lights to each other. All right, so now my yard is exactly 80 feet in diameter. I'm about 5 feet from the wall behind me. So the fence down there is 75 feet. And now we're going to get everything situated in my hand here. I'll leave on, turn on the XL200. And here is the SKYRAY 1000 lumen rated. All right, there it is against the back fence. There's the SKYRAY. As you can see, you know, XL200, SKYRAY. Big difference in the light output. All right, that's putting out a tested 165 lumens. You know, that's got to be 4 times brighter, 5 times brighter. And look at the size of the hotspot, much larger. But even still, it just dominates the XL200. You can not even see the XL200 beam in that. All right, so even with a spot beam that's 3 or 4 times the size, it's still overpowering the light, the XL200. So I use that as a visual standard to basically estimate the power of the light. There's the XL200 kind of barely hitting the telephone pole. Again, there's the SKYRAY, XL200 in the neighbor's tree, SKYRAY on the neighbor's tree, XL200, SKYRAY, and again XL200 and the SKYRAY. All right, so 1000 lumen rated XML for the SKYRAY, probably hitting again 600-700 out the front. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot else you can say about it other than that it is a real nice light. I loved it. It's very, very comfortable in the hand, and as you can see, it throws out a whole lot of light for such a cheap, inexpensive, compact light. You know, in terms of diameter, it isn't a whole lot bigger than the, you can see that there. The mag light kind of fits into it. So the size is a little bit larger than it's a little bit bigger. You can see it. Let me turn on the headlamp. It's a little bit bigger in terms of the head diameter than the mag light I showed inside, but not much. Really, just not too much. Maybe, you know, 7 or 8 millimeters, 10 millimeters larger. Not much at all. And bigger LED in there in the SKYRAY, so that's why it's more of a flood beam. But does a fantastic job, especially if you use one of those good truss fire batteries. And I love the white color on this thing. This thing can make a great bike light. You can attach it with a cheap mount. You know, you can attach it with a cheap mount to your bike, and you have amazing bike light with different modes. Put it on low, and this thing is still so bright, as you can see. even on low, and that's clearly as it's hitting the end of my fence there. And I say it definitely throwing out a whole lot of light there. Really powerful. So if you're looking for a nice light, this would be a real good one to get. See, it's hitting those houses, those two houses down easy. No problem for this light. And I have taken this out, and you will get a good, you get a real good beam out of this thing. You get a good 400 or 500 foot distance with a flooded light. So if you're looking to have a light that, I mean, you can see it's almost overpowering the camera there, even hitting the trees. Very, very intense beam on this, especially with those good truss fires. It is not this bright with the regular batteries. Pretty close, but again, it's about 20% brighter with those good truss fires, and you get definitely longer runtime out of it. So there you have it. That is the SKYRAY XML-T6. You see that there? It says right there, XML-T6. I love the design of this thing too. It looks kind of cool, kind of futuristic. A little bit of cooling vanes here, but even at extended runtime, this light does not even get hot. Doesn't even get warm, so very good cooling on it. Again, I haven't measured the amp draw on it, so I don't know exactly what it's pulling, but all I know is it is bright and does a great job at giving you a fantastic amount of light for such a small unit out there in the pitch black. So definitely will serve your need in just about any capacity. Camping, out there hunting, hiking, fishing, even search and rescue. This thing lights up a fantastic area. Such a little light. Great backup light, or if a light that you want to carry and you don't care if you break it or drop it or lose it. Since it's about 18 bucks, you could buy a bunch of them and have yourself a great high-powered flashlight. And that's it.